the emotions of winning an Austin was awesome. In the backyard.
This is the dream. Like, yeah, my dad's here, my grandparents are here, my aunt and uncle are here, my cousins, and then my team. You know, like my teammates are all here. My roommates were right on the on track side, and that to me that's the coolest part of all this. And also it made me super relaxed. Like I got dinner with the people I get dinner with every single day last night, right? And we're sitting around in our common room just chatting, and yeah, it was really incredible experience this past week.
You guys in a hotel or anything, or do you get to sleep in your dorm?
I get to sleep in my dorm, thank goodness. Yeah, going to the D Hall and like just going about my daily routine. It's a real luxury, and I know it's not one that like we get very often in the sport. I know I'm not going to see a lot of it in the future, so I'm just like so happy that as a senior I get to experience that here.
Yeah. How about the meet record? How do you feel about 4:25?
I had no idea we were going that fast. That's credit to Kim, my fellow Kiwi. Like she really took it out beautifully, and you know I rode with her along cross country. She's so smooth. It's so fun to think like one day we're going to be on teams together. So I was super excited about that, and like I had no idea it was going to be that quick.
Yeah, what does it mean to go 1-3 with the Kiwis?
It's so cool. I mean, we were talking about it last week, and people were asking me about it. I was like, you know, to think that we're friends now. I mean, she's right over there. I'm like so proud of her. And then to think that in a couple of years, like we're going to be wearing the black singlet together, a different black singlet to what we're both wearing now. Like that's really special.
Yeah.
We've been racing together since we were like 14, so that's really cool.
Yeah.
Can you walk us through the last 400 meters? That's when you decided to make that move, and you didn't look back since then.
Yeah, Gibby and I really talked about that before the race. Like, I knew I was going to go at 600 or 400. He was like giving me a little hand signal there. So, like the first couple laps, I couldn't find him, and I was a little worried. But then I kind of locked eyes. I was like, okay, I know where to look. And when he said 2 to go, we kind of talked about it beforehand, practicing being a little more decisive, a little more confident. He actually was talking about some of the people I got to race and watch last weekend, like kind of like he's like, you know, Emily, like she went for it, she didn't look back, and like that's kind of the mentality that we were practicing. I mean, also grateful for the camera screen. You get to kind of see where you're at, how it's going. So, but yeah, mostly just kind of practicing that. And you know, we've been doing a lot of these kind of cut downs the last 400 in practice. So it really was just about zoning out and everything happening behind. Doing my thing. Not at all. I really, like, when I saw coming down, I was like 423, 424. I was like, do I have to do a lap? Did I miss something? But yeah, no, I was really happy.
How did it feel bouncing back from World Indoors? Did you have any fatigue from that meet last weekend?
I would say a little bit, but I also think, you know, like, we really have been kind of, you know, we train hard really early on in the season, so we can do this fun peak. I think it's really good prep for the outdoor postseason, and I hope to kind of extend my season this year after NCAA, so kind of practicing that racing every weekend. And I think it's really fun. Like, the workouts in the middle of the week are definitely easier, so that's a plus. And then you just kind of get to go through the motions. And for me, it's less about practicing what happens when the gun goes off and more like all the stuff that happens before, and practicing being calm and getting my routine and rituals down. Like, that's been really huge this season. So I've really loved racing as much as I have.
I saw you. Oh, go ahead.
How does this impact your goals for outdoor season? So you won the 1500 title last year. Now you won the mile title. What's the effect for outdoor season?
I'm looking at it as another opportunity to practice focus on the process, divorcing the outcomes. You know, Gibby's really good about being like, there are no expectations. Every season is like a fresh start. As we see, like, people kind of all of a sudden their results are showing like really quickly, or like people you might not have raced before are coming up through the ranks, and like, yeah, just kind of everything's never taken for granted. Everything's earned every season new again. So kind of just thinking like that going into outdoors, ready to take some time off right now. I'm pretty tired, and then kind of regroup. Yeah.
I saw you signing some autographs over there. Have you done that before, or is that first?
This is the first meet that's ever happened, so that's really new.
Yeah, how did that feel?
It's kind of crazy. I'm a little bit like, I don't know what to do. Like, I was asking the girl, like, how big do you want my signature on this? Like, I have no idea. But it's also really cool. Like, I hope that, yeah, kids are excited about this, and that we can kind of show them at this meet how fun it is to keep doing this, and that's what's driving their goals, and they're like continuing on in the sport.
Terrific. All right. Thanks, Maia.